Tesla News Tonight here. This is a message to anyone that hasn't invested yet, or anyone that was invested in ticker symbol TSLA, that's Tesla stock, and hasn't, pulled the trigger on buying any shares of TSLA as of yet. I understand, especially if you're really only listening to the mainstream media. By the way, Tesla's AI Day 2 will be on September 30th, and let's see, will the mainstream media cover it live? I don't think so. So that's an important event. Think of Tesla's Battery Day. You can think of, or Tesla's shareholder meeting. Mainstream media doesn't really seem to cover these things, and the mainstream media either pretends, because it's their gimmick to pretend that they don't know, or they really don't get it. Now these implications, these products, like Tesla Bot, Optimus for example, I could understand how a lot of investors would be afraid. What if this thing doesn't work? What if it's a flop? What if it just falls over? What if it can't communicate with people? I kind of understand, because a lot of people are impatient when speaking to me, because I like to pause and do this thing that I was taught. Think before you speak. And I also like to use the words that I mean precisely, or at least as precisely as I can think of, within reason, because a lot of times when I speak to people, I feel like I'm on the clock. So, in a way, I'm a bit more like a robot. But this robot might be smarter than some other humanoids out there. And if you know who Mr. Cool is, you know who humanoids are to him. And that's how I was using humanoids in that respect. Anyway, if the mainstream media does not cover Tesla's AI Day 2 on September 30th, that is a bit of a sign. Then, if the coverage on Tesla's AI Day 2, especially when it comes to the news about Optimus, Tesla's robot, humanoid robot, and if that news is bad or misunderstood, or it's coming from a place of misunderstanding, confusion, or something to that effect, then maybe you need to listen to some more of these YouTubers, these nobodies, these people that don't know anything and really are wrong. I'm pretty sure they're usually going to be wrong, although historically they've actually been correct. And past performance is no telltale sign of the results that are to come in the future. However, I think that in the future, these people will be more and more and more correct as you listen to them. So give them a shot. I won't name names as of right now, which maybe I should. So Tesla Daily would be one. Solving the money problem would be another. Investing with Dave Lee, that's another one. And there are a multitude of others. Warren Redlick is another good one for forward thinking as well. These are some of the people that I've listened to for about over a year now. And don't listen to me. I'm a nobody. But the mainstream media, or at least the mainstream finance media, will probably make fun of these humanoid robots. You might hear things like, what if these robots take over the world? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I think that we'll have plenty of time if we see signs of that happening. Although the development in artificial intelligence is another story, which is something that Tesla is also working on. Not to take over the world. Well, yeah, to take over the world, but not to take over the world in a negative way. Not to make us slaves. Hey, but I could be wrong, right? Maybe Elon Musk is some type of evil genius that wants to rule the world, and, well, maybe he is, and maybe that's not a bad thing. There's a funny thing about life, Good and evil is misunderstood because perception nowadays seems to be defeating reality. Reality is reality. Perception is just some kind of stuff in your head that a lot of times is developed through an emotional process, and usually those emotional processes are incorrect. Like second guessing yourself on a test, say, You read a question on a test, you know the answer, or at least you're fairly confident. But you don't select that answer on that multiple choice question. No, instead you second guess yourself. You get emotional. You think about something in the past, say, and then you select the wrong answer when initially you had it right. Who knows? I believe that Elon Musk can be trusted. More importantly, I trust him. Well, anyway, I have an alarm going off and I have to go. I love you all. I wish you love, peace, and prosperity. And have fun out there. Stick with Tesla, as I always say. Tesla news tonight is never investment advice. And I'm nobody. Take care.